So after I left the army, then I started doing business with my next door neighbor, or Kwanam Dinechi, because I didn't have any job.
No, or a businessman, no.
Or a buy and sell.
Okay.
But he also wanted to go into sawmilling.
Okay.
So what happened was, I went to Nigeria, and that's interesting because me mate those say that Ghana graduates be pay on Nigeria. Because my mates in Nigeria, they were well off. We here Ghana, but they were well off. We had a salary. Then you know what?
Where you 80s in more?
82, 83, 84.
Okay.
Now and you know I got that. No, one live soup ni goat head.
Okay.
Any Guinness. No one no more. Quite enjoy. But me call random say up. So what do you gain from being here? Said one said when you can with me afford to good head. And then what? So I couldn't stay. I came back to Ghana. And then I went to UK to see since I was trained there, and also I couldn't stay. And I came back to Ghana. And then I went to Liberia.
Wow.
To get some kind of UN job, but it wasn't as it was described. So me buy because me could crack overhead overhead kitwe before Dubai overhead.
Okay.
You could just cars
okay, circle I said now okay, yeah.
And I say for some reason God put me in Ghana, which means plans are all my memo, Ghana based plans. So why am I running away from baby? I'm going to two or the bay. And I looked at people on drive on message and I'm saying, I don't think they are that better than me. So I will stay here and see what God does with me, my life. So I teamed up with my partner and started doing business. It was a fan being obiton.
The same partner with neighbor.
I buy and sell, up and down. Then we started doing other businesses. I went into construction. I did air conditioning business. I did oil business as a dealer and in midstream. I maybe BAB. So long as there's a margin. Now along that side, and now for about 15 years, that was what I was doing. Some of the businesses were successful. Some were not so successful. Some were complete failures. But I hopped from business to business.
One power.
So then always the problem I had when I had a good business was funding. Then I went to my bankers at the time. I needed $20,000, which was about 20 million cities at the time.
Okay.
After waiting for about 2-3 months, chasing this facility, they didn't give it to me. They approved 3 million. And I'm saying, project I make 20 million. I'm 3 million, 8 year project. My first I make something else that. Let me dear, move up at time and say we made the music. And I was so disturbed, and I jumped down and I'm saying, can't I do something about lending? Because I'm an accountant, I've left the military, I was a chartered accountant apart from the degree.
Okay.
So I said, no, I'll change the narrative. So business, if me raise 20 million cities, old cities at the time, then how many people are getting loans at all, if any? So there must be a lot more people. So then I sat up and wrote a feasibility and checked the process for Bank of Ghana. And I went, long story short, took a license in the name of Unique Trust Financial Services. And that's how I started. But before I started, while I was working on it, I said, oh, Kofi, your license, everyone's got, this coming room, this coming room. Finally, I got the license. And I went around and said, Charlie, license number. In first Canberra. Each one of them failed me. Once I do my risk is here. This come on now into me and just said Nisikash.
Your friends in England.
Friends in England, not one. So I was holding the license, but I be unfair. Because that means my plans are maybe just Kanama rent high offices, air conditioning, everything. That was my feasibility.
Top notch.
So when I didn't get the money, I had a friend who had left his communication center office. So I called them and said, listen, the office is not in a good place there, but at least we can start. And therefore we start from Kantamanto.
Okay.
So that's the beginning of the journey to own a bank. So Kantamanto 1, we had only one table. There were only 4 of us, me and 3 other guys. And we didn't have a toilet. We didn't have anything. So we started going around to borrow money, promising people, quite near disappointed. But then we said, anybody who gives us money, we're going to pay 5% a month on the money. That's what I promised the people. Because I knew I was going to lend at 12-14% a month. And I'd done my research in the markets. Market for now, MOB loan 50% a month. Or 50% a month. And then with that information, I knew I could lend at about 14-15% a month. And then I promised I'll give 5% a month. And they started